Celeste. And I'm beating her up in her ass.
We're streaming right
Yeah,
now.
it's not gonna be a full blown tavern brawl. Just a
Yeah, we're streaming right now. So
little love tap.
left tap, right?
we'll burn.
Yo, so hello, and welcome to Ports of Light, where a bunch of us play Dungeons and Dragons. I am Hoenig, and once again, I am the Dungeon Master. And returned with us is Cole. It's still content. That's Cole.
Hey!
In addition, today is Wizard's birthday, and tomorrow will be
First plus Kate.
Yeah, and tomorrow will be Kate's birthday.
Yeah! Birthday weekend. Birthday stream.
Indeed.
Hey, let me grab a drink real quick. You keep going.
So yeah. It's good for Cole to be back. Although we had a bit of technical difficulties to get him on, and I had some connection issues last night when I was streaming another campaign. It happened. So it happened. So never hurts to take a test just earlier today, huh?
Indeed.
So yeah, bit of recap. So Celeste and others have pursued a bounty in the form of a not kobold,
a lizard folk.
Lizard folk. Yeah, a lizard folk looking for a fight. And their name is that goes by the name of Kazal, who offered to duel Freya one-on-one, but he didn't fall on his word, summoning a spirit frog to aid him in combat, leading to an all-out brawl between Freya, Liam, Celeste, and a few others, and him. After they managed to capture him, their next assignment brings them below Sharn, in a place called Sharn, led by Mandyland Kaz, who was looking for the previous leader, the body of a previous leader named Marcus. Half a century ago, he and a few followers never returned for their mission. For an organization they work for called the Order of Progress. They delve into the dungeon deep below, with a little bit of complications here and there, but they did find the body, and each of them were compensated for their efforts. Now, you made your way back to so you made your way, Celeste, you made your way back to the board, and on the way you seem to find a familiar sight upon you. That's where Cole comes in.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
I'll be right there. My verbs are almost ready.
Celeste meanwhile sees a familiar face, and
no, not yet. Actually,
the next thing
Wait a sec. So Celeste takes a look at in the board, and this is where Cole pops in.
Okay, so can I hear kind of muffled doors? Oh, fuck! God damn it! Put it in the wrong one. Shit! Oh, fuck! I'll just put one in. All right. Just wait and play it, and then the doors burst open. Where Eberron's equivalent of "I'm a bitch, I'm a lover" starts playing. And Cole goes, "What's up, Belle?" Fuck, didn't work. Did not work. As he takes this little cylinder from his gauntlet, and the music stops. Shit. Hi.
Well, there's a face I haven't seen in an age. And Celeste walks right up, and Celeste walks right up to Cole and gives him a great big hug, mostly with Yeah, most likely with his face winding up buried in her cleavage.
Hi, Celeste's boobs. How are you doing?
And oh, I am just wonderful, especially now that you're back. And Celeste politely lifts Cole out of marshmallow hell. How have you been? Where have you been?
And I will explain what he has been up to. So long story short, so Cole hired Bree to work together to find any like loose ends regarding Steel Elysium. While Cole was working with one of the members of House Canis, Bree has taken upon himself to seek out the Inquisitive. And turns out things were a bit more complicated than Lork initially tried to explain. So, this is what Bree has relayed to Cole. So after Lork has been resurrected in a different body, he was at Steel Elysium, finding what appears to be an intruder, killing a demolition expert. When this intruder tried to reactivate the engine, Lork used the explosive left behind and took down the place, but not the establishment, the engine to be exact. And for what Bree has told Cole, Lork has been escorted by Cole and Bree to some place a bit more safe, a bit more isolated. Though there's been a bit of a tension between the three. And as far as you know, Cole, he has traveled to the Cogs, and to work with the Warforce to keep to make sure things tensions don't escalate.
Basically, there's this scene of me kicking in the door. Or not kicking the door, but to where the bounty board is, but just opening it.
Cole decided to make an entrance.
And flubbed it.
It's glorious.
Oh my god, I got spare ribs.
Flubbed it, but Celeste. Flubbed it, but Celeste doesn't care. She's just glad to see an old friend. Hence Cole getting the the big old titty hug. Hi, Celeste's boobs. I love that. That's we have fun here.
Yeah. So, Kate, how many hit points do you have again?
78.
78. Okay, thank you.
Since that we became level 7, I have 78.
Yeah, 78. Got it. Yeah.
Also, Baldur.
Kate. So Kate, you see Celeste reunite with a friend, and you approach Celeste and Cole.
So, this really sexy tiefling with slightly pink hair and these horns, like I put in the Discord, walks up to them and says, "Hey, Celeste, thought you were killed."
Hey, Celeste, what?
Hi, Celeste, thought you were killed on that train.
I survived. They call me the Nightmare Slayer now. Wait a minute. And yes, Celeste doesn't recognize this tiefling. Wait a minute. How do you know about the train incident? Do I know you?
Probably, and she turns into her old form. The
changed.
The little paladin girl with the blonde hair.
Did I lose connection?
No, you're still here.
Connection still.
Celeste.
I'll let you speak.
Celeste recognizes Kate immediately, throws her a death glare, and slaps her across the face.
Do you take
Never, ever abandon a child.
I mean, that's my reason. It's not like it hasn't happened before to me.
I don't care. You never abandon a child in need.
I do wonder is fake monster over it.
Oh,
Well, as you can see, dear, I killed that monster.
with the help of Liam, the half-elf paladin warlock.
The Porlock.
Oh yeah, and and Celeste, would you like to explain to Cole what transpired in his absence?
Yeah, and yes, Celeste and Cole. Celeste is gonna play a little bit of catch up with Cole.
Yeah. So
Tell her about all her exploits, including how she slew a literal night. How she, with some help, slew a literal nightmare.
And met with someone that came from another world, and encountered on the way to the observatory, where Oryx's wife Glasha, who was possessed but was exorcised with the help of a mage named Ilda. And on the way to the observatory, you've also faced strange cabalistic monsters called the Mordio.
Like they are
And
the
Mordio, and Celeste has a laugh over that with Cole. I knew I was a snack, but that was ridiculous.
You also told Cole about your encounter with someone who you recognize as the courier.
Oh,
Kate makes herself look like the courier as he was standing. Just
And Cole,
ate
you
the
turn to
story.
see what appears to be a tall, lean, athletic man with olive skin, a scarred face, short, dark brown hair, and a goatee.
I thought he had a Van Dyke.
Van Dyke, whichever, right? What appears to be like with some facial hair.
Careful with the phrase subfacial hair. That's vague enough that I can just put on your
That's fair enough.
bod face.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, Van Dyke beard, short, dark brown hair, brown eyes, olive tannish skin, and a scarred chiseled face.
yeah, facial hair that could be anything from mutton chops to a full wizard beard.
They're saying
Oh,
the
no,
option.
not just
think
from
of
mutton
Tony.
chops,
Think
it could be, from
of
wisps.
think of something more like Tony Stark's beard.
Yeah.
From the movies.
Tony Stark wears a Van Dyke.
Yeah.
I think what he does to his is more than it's separate from a Van Dyke because Tony Stark has to personalize everything. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
In
mean,
character,
it's a cool fucking beard, but it's weird.
and character, what are your thoughts about what Celeste has encountered, including the Mordio, the courier, and everything else?
Interesting, but not surprised because honestly, we've still faced weirder.
Well, you're not wrong.
You turn to the
He
board.
turns back into the sexy tiefling.
There's such a thing.
Well, sexy and
Mhm.
things go hand in hand.
I was making a joke about the fact that Cola's ace.
Fair enough. Yeah, you look towards the board and you only see like 3 slips on the board.
And yet he's still friends with a pansexual turbo slut like Celeste.
Yeah, I could be friends. I just won't fuck them.
And you also notice
The one person Celeste can't fuck.
You also notice a slip on Lara's door, basically telling that she's on guild business. She hasn't come back yet.
So, what's on the board?
Sorry,
Saw you
what?
guys talking. I saw you guys talking. What's on the board? What can we do today?
You see, you see 3 slips on the board. There used to be 3 more, but 2 bounties and 1 other small job. But there are only 3 small jobs for you left.
What you guys feeling? Something that says urgent, reclaiming a forge, or some corpses that are disappearing?
I'm going to do a little bit of calculation. So 7, 14, 21 times 3, 63. So,
I'm kind of sick of looking for corpses that are missing, but no, yeah. So Celeste, turns out, you know, the bodies that the Warforged were being put in with the
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Steel Elysium incident.
yeah.
Oh,
So
the whole thing?
corpses
about
were
the
basically
big
being put
explosion?
into a slurry. And so the bodies they were put into, they were basically reconstructed bodies from the dead person's soup.
Ew.
So was that the whole
Yeah.
thing that was the explosion in Sharn, like, a few months back?
a few weeks back. At least. Some weeks back. Yeah.
Because Kate wasn't there for that. She was, like, half the countryside away.
So. Oh yeah. I also broke Doran Bourne's boards. I don't give a shit. He's an asshole. Blew up my shit. We got to break his nose. It was pretty fun.
Ouch.
Really sad that I missed out on that job.
Oh yeah,
What? No.
you missed off me flipping off a Warforged Titan that was trying to chainsaw my face, and the flip off stopped my face from being chainsawed. It was awesome,
That
and
sounds
it
pretty
turned into
cool.
a fucking dragon.
That sounds pretty dope. Wish I could have fired that. Now that's a fight that I don't run away from.
Celeste is looking at the notice board, and she's thinking, Now I'm actually interested in this job here. Assistance urgently needed. Well, Matt, if you're looking for dangerous but well-paid work, it's your lucky day. Come by my workshop in the Black Bones, just across from the Red Hammer. Ask around for... what is it?
Corrigan?
Or
Someone's gonna have to remember the name. 'Cause
Ask
I
around for Corngrim if you get lost on the way. Well, if there are no objections, we can take
Was he
that.
born with that
Oh, I know
name,
Corrigan.
or did he earn it because he won't stop eating corn and it gets stuck in his...
So we gotta look for Quan Jin. Awesome.
on Grim. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Qui-Gon
No.
Jinn?
No.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
No.
Hey guys, we're looking
Yeah,
for a
look-
Jedi. Sorry, that was some fun novel I read a while ago. So what's this guy with a beard that had magic powers? And had a sword of light that cut through everything? It's a pretty cool series.
Okay,
you
so,
should read it,
so
Celeste.
there's a really cool third-party supplement for Eberron.
Called Shardworth.
It basically brings Star Wars to Eberron with lightsabers and everything, and just like the Kyber crystals from the Star Wars setting, you're using Kyber, even though Kyber crystals and Eberron are different.
Kyber dragon shards.
Yeah,
Oh, I just sold 2 of those. Damn it.
Yeah, the closest
it's a pretty cool
thing you get to
pretty cool supplement.
closest thing you get to a lightsaber in
It's
official
a-
D&D is a sunblade.
That is pretty
Someday Celeste will wield one of those.
Sounds like a cool plan. I'm in.
Do you so Cole, your thoughts? Would you choose to pursue?
Yeah.
Now, when they say dangerous,
Yeah,
but pays well, by whose standard is this dangerous? Because, honestly, we dealt with a Zoriat incursion, and we were blasé about that shit.
Celeste giggled. I knew you'd like this one.
This is a fun one. Let's do it.
Alrighty,
Let's
long as
go
I'm not-
to the Black Bone.
alrighty. So I gotta start
Find the red hymn.
some music and stuff. So, give me a second. I'm going to do
I heard a cat.
yeah.
Oh, there's
Yep.
a little kitty.
That's my cat.
Nope,
And,
that's not appropriate. So it's the music. I'm looking
Hate
for appropriate
summons
music. So
Hate summons her familiar, and it's like, oh, hey there, kitty.
ooh, I'm trying to find a good music for this little job. So something.
Meanwhile, I'm still eating spare ribs, by the way.
Ha.
Now this is birthday food.
Yum. Yeah, screw it.
And my folks are bringing me home a pizza when they get back.
Ooh, what pizza?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just like a regular pepperoni. If the local pizza joint Boondocks isn't open, I just told them, just grab me a Little Caesars hot and ready.
That's perfectly fair. Oh boy, give me a second to prep this up.
You gotta say play
Yeah,
before.
I can't listen to the
I use
music.
the little boys' room. BRB.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, so
I can, however, go to the web browser version. Listen to that there.
oh, that'll be great.
Also, let's see.
Alrighty,
There. That worked.
Oh, cool. Yep, that worked. Yep. Maybe. Let's see.
yeah. So you meet up at one of the taverns in the Fallen close by. You find some directions over. But I think in the Dragon Flag, not Dragon Flagon, Dragon Dragon, yeah. So you hear some sort of rummage up in the rooms. Do you go and investigate?
And Kate walked in without paying attention to privacy.
You kind of like peek inside.
Hello?
You see a dwarf wearing goggles, proper infantry goggles, mechanical arms with slots for a variety of tools, like a dirty looking apron, just like unpacking a bunch of tools and such.
Oh, hi, Mr. Dwarf.
Oh, he turns around and shows you his with messy hair, messy braided braided beard. And so, he lets out a big, nervous smile. Oh, I take it here for the job?
I mean, what else?
And what's your name?
Okay, one other question. Are you working for law enforcement? Because this job it may skirt line illegal and illegal.
I mean-
illegal something we definitely do, in front of law enforcement for shits and grins sometimes. I mean, what?
Say that again.
Celeste
No.
giggle.
Say that again. Say that again.
Celeste giggle.
We are definitely not law enforcement. Have you seen these horns?
Fair enough. Well, he seems satisfied, and he gives you each of you a dented cup, filled from which he fills up with a barrel that is labeled disinfectant. Well, this
So
here.
why would I need that?
Oh, this is how we get rid of COVID. And drinks it.
I wouldn't recommend drinking that, mate.
That was an out of character joke.
Okay.
Make a Constitution saving throw in real life.
Okay, and here's something
Let's see.
that might help.
A nat 7.
And it gives you a bit of a detector that this here detects symbiotes. And here are some sending pebbles for each of you. I'll like a sending stone. Once you use up this pebble, it's gone. Once I
Sir. Hold up. What's your name?
oh yeah, Corin Grimm at your service.
Qui-Gon Jinn?
All right. Well, hi, Qui-Gon.
I'm not Qui-Gon.
Before we start doing
Grimm.
anything,
Corin Grimm. It's Corin Grimm.
What's her payment?
Oh yeah. Payment. How does a diamond that we worth 1,000 gold? Or gallon?
I mean, do we really need that?
That's
Someone-
nice. Also, just remember that a lot of diamonds are actually just created and pooped out by prismatic worms.
Yeah. So basically,
So yay.
So I need you to find some symbiotes. I know where I have an
You
idea
want us to find
find some
what are you doing with this symbiote with these symbiotes?
to make some items, a symbiotic weapon, and to put on the finishing touch, I need a proper symbiote. I have an idea where to find one. Someone close to it. The Fallen District. However, the reverse must have some sort of Dalcard
Do we
connection.
need one alive with it?
If you consider them alive. Anyway, so the reverse must have some sort of Dalcard connection. They tend to be rather starking mad, after all. And this detector I sent you, and this detector that I gave you, he points to Celeste holding the detector. That's why you have it. To reiterate, use the sniffer, that is, detector, to sniff out a symbiote, harvest it, and bring it here. You will get a pretty diamond for your service. And maybe you can deduct a field test once my masterpiece is finished. And he lights up this
I'm crazy, not stupid. I'm not holding that weapon.
Kate holds it.
It's a detector, by the way.
No.
Celeste is holding.
that he wants
Yeah,
to
Celeste
field
is
test.
holding what's basically a magical PKE meter.
Kate uses the detector on herself. What happens? Because she's a changeling.
Yeah, it doesn't detect you, you know. It just detects symbionts.
Yeah,
Symbiote.
symbionts. Which actually, symbionts are. Those were created by the Dalekir. So yeah, those are from Zoriat, not Dalcor.
Well,
And
there are Dalquari symbiotes, but they tend to be a bit more metaphysical, and they basically attach to your brain.
You were talking about those things. I thought about the fucking hybrids out there.
Oh,
You know, the people that have wings instead of arms.
Either way, both affect your sanity.
And if you're a little lost, don't forget to contact me with the pebbles.
Wait, where's the pebble? I forgot the pebble.
I didn't. She pulls the little sending pebble. Yeah, which is basically just a single-use sending stone. Yeah, out of where she placed. Yeah, out of where she placed it in one of the pouches on her utility belt.
Oh, that's
Also- which of course there's also a wand holster and a scabbard containing a short sword at her belt. She's still carrying that BS short sword from the from the gatekeeper job.
Oh, is that a BS
Good.
short sword? May I see? May I see? Where is he?
Just as long as I get it back. And Celeste draws her weapon and hands it to the dwarf.
Ain't it a beaut? And his eyes go a little wide, like with awe. This is legit Beshkar. Where did you find this? And he gives it back to you.
Oh, and Celeste, resheathes her weapon. It was actually something I recovered from a gatekeeper enclave.
Ooh.
We've had some experience with creatures from Zoriat.
Well, then you're perfect at the job. On you go. I have this out of my shop, after all. You know what?
Oh well. Guess you don't like my sort.
Celeste rolls her eyes.
So
Rolls her eyes at Kate, and then turns to her and call. Well then, shall we?
I mean, lead the way.
beep, beep, beep. The device intones as it points in the direction.
Oh, yeah. Basically, we're following the PKE meter here.
So this thing's definitely gotta take a right? No, a left? Here, you take this thing, Cole.
Celeste is the one holding the detector.
Oh no, I thought you didn't want to touch it.
Alrighty.
No, we're talking about the symbiote. Basically, we're gonna poke it with a big, with a 100-foot pole and bring it in. Because a 10-foot pole ain't gonna cut it.
Or most likely, we're just gonna
go at it.
Or most likely, we're gonna kill one of these things and bring the dwarf back what's left.
Alrighty,
quote unquote kill.
The BB intensifies as you find yourself near the center coming from what appears to be some sort of safe house. Do you want it? I would like you to roll a perception check or investigation check.
Sweet investigation. 27.
You recognize the sign, McCall? It is a Tark safe house. Are you sure you're in the right? You wonder if you went in the right direction.
I'm gonna knock on the door and say, "Hey!"
And I would also like you to roll a with perception check.
How many stones are okay?
What? A what check?
A perception check, each of you.
Okay.
You arrive yourself in front of playing stone wall.
9. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right song.
My perception is what?
21.
Yeah, I got a 23 on that roll.
You feel it dropped in the door, and you mutter to yourself, "Please be secret door. Please be secret door. Please be secret door." You push on a right block, and indeed, there is a secret door, where the detector that Celeste holds, it beeps the most active.
Beep 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 beep, and then I find the brick that's actually a button, and well, shall we once more unto the breach, dear friends?
I mean, sounds like a good idea.
We can at least, announce our presence so that if they want to fucking ambush us, we can get that over with.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about an ambush. We're going in through the back door, and Celeste goes in through the secret entrance.
You enter the side. A small what appears to be some sort of storeroom, tables and a few shelves laid about. And you see two of the Tarkanan members who look at you strangely like, "Hey, you're not supposed to. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here."
Oh yes, sorry,
Eh.
we took a wrong turn. Can you point us to the right direction?
No, it's
We
no.
got a
Celeste,
direction being towards a
Hey,
symbiote
Celeste.
here that could possibly kill you all.
I've got this, guys, and on one of these poor dopes, Celeste is going to cast Churn Person.
All right, they're gonna make a wisdom save. So give me a second. Okay, so wisdom save, right?
No, the save is charisma. The save is charisma based. Spell DC is
11. They one of them wrote he wrote 11. Oh,
Yeah, that's not going to be anywhere near high enough.
but spell DC that's 10 plus the appropriate ability score, charisma in this place.
so 8 plus
Charisma in this
8 plus proficiency plus charisma modifier, plus any additional bonuses that you have.
Okay.
And
Oh, so it's 8. I thought it was 10. I thought it was 10 plus. Okay, 8 plus
your proficiency modifier.
plus charisma.
Plus
8
charisma.
plus my. Okay. So this. Oh, yeah. Right. I need to update my spell DC, my spell save DC because my spell save DC.
It's 11 plus
My-
charisma modifier.
So 16.
plus
So
charisma,
it didn't
yeah.
make it. He
16.
too, like he relaxes his shoulders and says, "Oh, I think I understand. You got lost." His buddy just like looks at
Something.
looks at him funny. It's like, "Oh, I hate it when we got a Sharn spell here."
I mean, we don't really mean harm to you guys unless you got a symbiote.
But wait, a symbiote? Did you see a symbiote?
Yeah,
That's not a symbiote.
Well,
that's what we're looking for. And just as a reminder of what they do,
we know what
They
I
take
know
over
what a
your flesh
symbiote
and
is.
make you mad.
Don't. We'll just let.
Oh,
we'll
I
just let you
don't.
go as long as you never speak of this. Okay.
Mum's the word.
All right, just go. Chew. Please.
All right, can we rely on you guys as backup, or you guys gonna be sitting pussy here?
Oh, just let these two jokers play cards. We can handle this.
All right.
And funny enough, they return to playing the game. Yeah, nailed it. You hear one of them say as you leave. You figure that they
All
right. One of them has gotten a good jackpot.
All right. Is there a torch or something in the room?
You barely have enough time before you leave.
I mean, it only takes 1 second.
Yeah, you take a look around. You did not find any symbiotes. Just, come on, shoot. We don't
No,
Come on,
torches,
come on.
things that make light,
Nothing.
something on fire.
At this point, Celeste is dragging Kate out of the room by the ear.
wait,
Come on, not my ear.
doesn't
These crazy horns.
everyone have dark vision?
No,
You don't have dark vision?
I'm a changeling.
Oh,
I don't have
changeling.
dark
I thought
vision.
you were a tiefling. I thought you said
No.
tiefling earlier.
I look like a tiefling.
Ah.
Gotta look like something. But she'll have dancing lights around her head, like a little angelic crown.
Celeste, you kind of give the detector a feel good wax, and the detector points you in a different direction.
So we're following where the beep becomes beep 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 beep.
It eventually leads you down to a rundown temple of the silver flame, still in the fallen district.
Wait, what? So, wait, okay. So, it Let us to House Tarkan to a House Tarkanan safe house, and then
To a rundown temple of what appears to be the Silver Flame.
This place, yeah. Wherever we are, this place looks like it hasn't been used in years.
If you
no,
want,
no, it's
I mean,
definitely
I
being
could let
used.
my
just
life
not-
go ahead of us.
if you want, you can go ahead and roll either a history check or a religion check, whichever is harder for you,
Wait, which a
Yeah.
history or a what?
or
Religion.
religion.
Yeah,
Religion.
yeah. I'm gonna go
17.
history.
Yeah, history as well. 17.
I rolled a 19.
14 on religion.
Oh wait, no. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I also rolled. No, yeah, I've got +5. Oh, I
We rolled a
forgot.
19. We got an inside information.
You,
Oh, look,
you're
he's
standing in
chocolate.
front
Could
of
have
what?
my
You are standing in front of the Blackstone Church, the last and only temple of the Silver Flame in the Fallen District. The detector leads you. You open the door, leading you inside, and the beeping seems to intensify the most once you're near the altar. You look around. You look around. You look around and you see the interior of the church is dusty and neglected. Neglected. And
Yeah. Take a look around the altar.
it appears to be.
Paige lets her dancing lights go around the hand so that whenever they get close to something, the lights go with them.
And we don't, neither Cole nor Celeste really need the extra illuminate.
It's like a flashlight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, seeing in the dark doesn't necessarily mean you can discern detail. So
Yeah.
No, you
It
can
appears to
discern
be
people, just not color.
as far as you know, it looks like it appears to be an ordinary altar. You hear footsteps, and you hear someone call out, "Is someone there? What's going on?"
We're urban explorers or some shit.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
It's
deception?
not even trying with this lie. Holy fuck! Okay. 17. I rolled an 18 and a 19.
A natural 20 and an 18
Urban explorers
were my rolls.
here.
So
That-
that will be 24.
Urban explorers here. That seems puzzling. You hear footsteps and you see like a female half elf in robes descending down a spiral of stairs. She has black hair with rosy skin, with a confused look on her face.
My lady, we came here to find a forge. We haven't seen it in a long time.
A forge. A
Yeah,
forge.
the altar. We're standing at the altar right now, right? Well, we have great admiration. And we went to go on some urban exploring to go find it.
A forge to explore. A forge to fix the altar, but nobody has been in here and. But nobody else has ever been interested in. I only reside here just to maintain this church. No one else is interested in obtaining.
You've heard of a broom, right?
I have been cleaning, yes. What are you really doing here?
The dust says
I mean-
you haven't been.
And she's able to look through it because Celeste's device is beeping. And what is that awful beeping?
Celeste rolls her eyes. Well, we might as well come clean. Come clean. We're looking for a symbiont.
Why are you looking for that? These things are dangerous. Please do not look for one.
I
Don't
mean,
wor- don't
we're
wor-
dangerous.
Don't worry.
Can I
Don't
do
worry.
inside
Steve.
check?
I
Go ahead.
think we can. I think we can handle
I'll
ourselves.
aid you in that. I'll aid you in the inside check.
Celeste is.
Thank you,
As well as
because the
Celeste is
first
screaming.
roll was a 2. The next was a nat 20.
She is very
Yeah.
earnest. She's
25.
the tone of her voice is earnest. And she looks worried, not only for more so for your
I can
well-being.
I can definitely tell that. I can definitely tell that because I rolled a 27, and Celeste says in a reassuring voice, "Don't worry, honey. We've handled this sort of thing before. We're adventurers."
Okay. Well,
I mean, I've been cleaning house all around Eberron.
I'm just
I
worried
mean,
for you. Just
we're at the point where Zoriat's just another day.
Yes, Celeste. Celeste go. Yeah, don't worry, honey. Creatures created by the Dalekeer or born from Zoriat. That's just another Tuesday for us.
I thought it was Wednesday.
Wait,
what's the equivalent of
was
Tuesday
it
in
Thursday?
everyone? What's the ever?
Or-
I was making a joke that not only is it just
Tuesday.
For me, it was Tuesday. For me, it was. Oh fuck! What day was that?
I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking at the calendar for everyone. I'm looking at it right now. I want to know what exactly everyone's equivalent Tuesday is, because I want to get it right. You know.
I know what Ravenloft's equivalent of Saturday is.
What?
Vlatterday, obviously.
Yeah. So the equivalent of Tuesday for everyone is Zol.
It's cool.
Zol. So Cole, you will be
That's
saying,
just-
well, that's just another Zol.
That's just another Zol for us.
Wait, it's not weird.
Yeah. No, that's the day that we fight
Not weird,
Warforged
sweet,
demigods.
sweetie. We fought
And then-
Warforged Titans that transform into mechanical dragons.
Oh, I
And
have heard
flip
about.
them off.
I have heard about the about that explosion, about one of the towers.
I mean, apparently
Yes,
that
they-
was them. I was on the other side of the moorland.
Yeah, this
Was a lot of fun there.
Things
playing
have been
code.
getting stranger and stranger.
Not really.
For me,
I mean,
for me,
and how they've been getting stranger for you.
exploding Warforged. How do you deal with that?
I mean,
Get
a lot of
outside
them
the blast
exploding.
radius.
Just be careful. Oh,
We've got this. We've got this, honey.
well.
Don't worry, we got
Where's the
this, huh?
switch to move the altar?
I would by any chance, I can help you heal your wounds.
That would definitely
thank
be nice.
Thank you. Well, thank you, sweetie. I'm a bit of a healer. I've got some healing magic of my own, but never hurts to have a little bit extra.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh,
Ate it.
goody! I got a +8,
With advantage, I'm
And-
aiding you.
and that's a 21.
With advantage?
Well,
Kate is helping you out.
well, maybe you might need some help in case you get into trouble. Perhaps you would be in need of my service. Might be better than just cleaning around this abandoned old church all day.
I mean, you do probably know the way better.
The sooner we can get what we came for and get the heck out, the better.
And she looks over to you, Cole. Do you agree with them?
Yeah. Besides, if you do stab us in the back, we,
We'll tap her in the
Not
back
give a shit.
twice, because I'm an Echo Knight.
Alrighty.
He doesn't know that.
while we don't
Yeah,
care enough to remember
Celeste,
what
you,
day we
you
took
keep
on the
whacking
Dalekeer.
the device, and soon the beeping's intensity lessens and points it in a different direction.
We're going in the
No,
direction
can
of the
Can I
beat.
try to fix this goddamn thing?
You can go ahead.
I mean, it might be on the ground here.
you can go ahead and you can use a sending spell with the pillow and make your complaint.
No, I'm talking about my artificer abilities. Can I take a look at it and try to get it so it's not sending us on a wild goose chase over and over?
You can go. You can. Do you have any tools on you that might fix this?
Yeah, all of them.
Which ones?
All
Probably.
of them. You give me 10 minutes, and I will have any kind of craftsman's tools, which I will then be proficient in.
Alrighty.
They're artisan's tools.
Alright. Which one do you
Tinker's
have in
tools are
mind?
built into my armor.
Alright. Which one do you have in mind?
I would probably.
Tinker's tools for starters.
That would probably be Tinker's tool. Yeah, probably be Tinker's tool.
Once you have your tool, go ahead and roll intelligence check with Tinker's tools with intelligence.
When he also get his proficiency when he also get a proficiency bonus because that's he's proficient with Tinker's tools.
Yeah, so 27.
You gotta manage to get it to work. And hopefully it should be able to point you in the right direction. And you notice that the dwarf has made some errors, which may explain why the center on a
why Celeste has to do percussive maintenance on this damn thing.
It doesn't even help that Celeste kept on whacking it. Managed to take it apart, look at the make some improvements. Took you about a few hours to get it right.
Wait. A few hours? If it would have taken me that long, I went, fuck it, let's just let it.
You're taking it apart, studying it, trying to make it work, and then putting it back together. It takes time.
Yeah, I'm trying to save us time. No, I'm trying to save us time.
Okay,
it takes that long.
It takes you about less than an hour.
Okay.
It actually takes you less than an hour. Alright, wait, alright, by the way, I'm the caretaker of this church. If you haven't noticed, my name is Phala. It's a pleasure to meet you. What are yours?
Celeste?
Pleasure to meet you too, Ayla.
Celeste.
Celeste Joestar, at your service.
I have heard of you. You're a bit of a celebrity.
Well, I do live in Skyway, hon.
And she looks over to Cole, and she gives you an apprehensive look. She's clearly uncomfortable around you.
Kane, to your service. You can just call me Kate.
A pleasure to meet you, Kate. Have I heard you from
It's
around
a pleasure to meet you. I'm not from around here. I'm from the other side of the Marlands. But I did some bounty hunting. You might have heard of some people. That was probably me impersonating them. Just because people trust them more.
She's not quite sure what to think of what you said.
She changes into the small little girl version of her. And it's like, this is what I mean.
You're a changeling. Okay.
Yeah, and I make my job to help people trust me. So I can clear their ailments and find their beasts that are hunting them. And she changes back to the tiefling.
Yeah. What's our armor class again? 18?
Yeah.
Okay, I made a bit of an error, so... Okay.
No worries.
She's still a little comfortable, but I'm not quite sure how this would help, but... Alright, well, let's get on our way then.
Helps us get to places that are hard to get to. Let's get on our way. Come on, Cole.
I just prefer to go through the fucking wall.
Did you say wall?
This is a historical site, Cole. Let's not smash. Let's not go smash.
I'm not
walls.
smashing anything in a historical site.
Yeah, Celeste remembered
they use shape-shifting. I just break through walls.
Yeah, Celeste remembers every single time this jackass is made like the Kool-Aid man. Boom! Oh yeah!
You also recall the time when you ask Cole if he likes an alcoholic beverage. One time he smashed his hand through the wall, grabs the beer, and yanks it back to his room.
Oh yeah!
I did what now?
Just imagine a fucking lizard folk jumping their head through a wall. I mean, like, yeah, that mine. Bye. Sounds like a fucking day in Australia, man.
Okay, I'm sending you a link.
Sounds like it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Does that mean that Solona is just Stroya?
All right, I sent you a link to the thing in the chat, so you can get what I'm saying.
All right.
Got a beer?
But yeah,
Yeah.
we're not destroying anything historical. We're just trying to find a symbiote and kill the fuck out of it or capture it alive.
Next scene.
You know you have to.
As soon as the Silken it has finished watching that little meme. Got a beer? Yeah.
Just a second. I'm trying to.
Nark, you really gotta remember how to do that.
I know. Sorry. It's just that Groovy is kind of a bit wonky for me. So.
You just put Stripe play, and
Got
then
it.
go next.
Yeah, got it.
It works. It's not that hard.
I know. It's
I don't mind doing it though.
mhm.
Gives me something to do
So what do you think, Silicon?
other than play with chopsticks.
That's basically your character. That's basically what you did one time. You got a few complaints about from the next resident about a hole in the wall, which is easily repaired with a mending which actually you quickly repaired with a mending spell.
Yeah. Plus, it's my fucking bar. The bar's still there. Just the fucking engine's gone.
Yeah, there are just less customers than usual. Just want to point that out.
Boof. Mending.
and you remember some of the patrons laughed their asses off because they were not expecting that, and they were pretty grateful for when you mended the wall because
Honestly, that completely reminds me of all the festivals I work at in my free time. There was this one time where I worked really early. Like, the festival had just started, not even an hour into the day, like 1 p.m. And there was this one guy that got to the bar, and we were bored, so we were singing all types of old Dutch songs that are like party songs.
alright.
And they went like, "Oh, your guys are singing? We're gonna drum along and sing with you while ordering like 10 beers at 1 p.m.
On the third try, thanks to Cole's efforts in fixing it, you're pretty sure you find what you're looking for. You came upon a ruined tower that's surrounded by what appears to be a sea of glass shards. When you arrive, you find that the glass shards tremble on the ground, and you feel a rumble underneath your feet.
Kate grabs her sword and holds it at the ready.
Out of character, I know exactly where we are.
Go ahead and roll a history check. No, let's
Kate will.
Yes,
well, you rolled an 8.
Yeah, luckily,
How do I turn off Groovy? Because it's
19.
it's causing everyone to cut out.
Yeah, it's causing. That's why I muted.
You can turn Groovy's sound down as well.
Yeah, I turned the volume down on Groovy. But yeah, I got a 19 on that history check.
Go ahead and tell us what you know. Yeah, at least what do you think you know?
Okay. It's like I gotta. You mentioned the. You mentioned we're in the.
You find yourself at a ruined tower surrounded by glass shards.
You know.
8 rolled an 18 though. I as player don't know where we are.
Oh, let's explain.
Okay, Upper Central. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry for letting you do the job as a bit of a DM thing because I'm gonna have to look.
There's Hearth, Sword Point.
Just another day in Sharn.
Just another day in
But,
D&D Sharn.
Okay, the Fallen District. Well, everything slows down as we have to look up what the fuck is going on. That's just like kind of silly. Fallen District. Yeah, you're probably still somewhere.
Fallen is the worst district in a bad ward. A century ago, it was known as God's Gate, Sharn's first temple district. But as the city grew, the primary temples relocated to the higher wards, and the most important relics were taken to sovereign towers. Some of the temples remain in service, but most of
Lower Dura in the slums.
it's in Lower Dura. It's in Lower Dura.
Ooh.
Some of the temples remained in service, but most were converted to serve as housing for workers in the cogs. For hundreds of years, the district slowly decayed. The final blow came on the 9th of Olaru in 918 year of the king. The glass tower broke apart as it fell, and while most of the floating citadel landed in the Dagger River, some of its spires struck the district of God's Gate, shattering buildings and killing hundreds. City Council had no intention of pouring gold into Lower Dura, and people of the district were left to repair the damage as best they could. Many left, but some of the people were determined to remain in their ancestral homes or maintain their family businesses. Others couldn't afford to go anywhere else. Folk of Lower Dura also talk about the spirits of the restless dead that haunt the worst ruins of the district, and the mysterious and apparently mad ravers who commune with them. Within a year, the district became known as Fallen, and ever since then, the citizens of Sharn have shunned it.
Yeah, it is.
The extent of the devastation varies considerably. In much of the district, the original buildings remain largely intact. Any gaps in walls and ceilings have been blocked off with boards or chunks of stone. Few businesses can still be found in these areas: taverns serving stew of questionable origin, crafters producing rough clothing and other necessities, merchants selling scavenged goods and materials. While the merchants of Fallen happily take any coins offered them, most are used to most are used to bartering with customers.
Yeah, or in other words, the Fallen District in Lower Dura was known as God's Gate. When the first towers were raised, God's Gate was the temple district, had shrines and statues dedicated to sovereigns, a proud church of the Silver Flame, even a monument to the Undying Court. But as Sharn grew and prospered, religious services were moved to grander temples in the upper wards. God's Gate became a tenement district, and the shrines and monuments were forgotten.
A tenement district, for housing, blue collar grunts working in the cogs.
Yes, they were forgotten, left to decay. The final blow to this once proud district came early in the last war. A team of Undarian saboteurs brought down one of the Sharn's floating towers, and the falling spire struck God's Gate. Buildings collapsed. Hunters died. Untended corpses were left to infection and disease. The city council had no interest in seeking gold into the Lower Dura to restore the area, and the district was abandoned. Today, the district known as Fallen is drawn with the rubble of the fallen tower, mingled with shattered buildings and broken statues. Those who venture into Fallen must deal with the ravers, ferocious saboteurs that lurk in the shadows. There's no question that the ravers exist, but the true nature remains a subject of debate. A common hypothesis. So, would you like to also know more about these ravers?
I guess I'm rolling I guess I'm rolling another history check.
Go ahead.
I'll assist.
That's gonna be a 15 on that.
Go ahead and roll again and pick the high result because Cole is assisting you.
Okay, so I have advantage. Yeah, I rolled the next roll on the D20 gave me a 3, so I'm gonna stick with the 15.
As far as you know, these reavers are feral savages that lurk in the shadows. No question that they exist, but their true nature remains a subject of debate.
Yes. Celeste has this entire time because she knows we're in Fallen, basically in the crater of the glass tower. And she's like, well, all right, people, keep your head on a swivel.
And you feel yourself a little nervous because you're in a pretty dangerous part of town, and for good reason.
Yeah, it's dangerous because we're here.
Dangerous for you.
I mean,
you're definitely not wrong. I can hit things like 3 times in like 5 seconds, and pretty much kill it if I'd like to.
Alright.
I could kill anything, but I don't wanna.
You don't see anything aside from the glass and the tower in your vicinity. Do you enter?
Yeah, we're following where the beeping is taking us.
Every single part of its surface, floor, walls, and ceiling appear to be made of reinforced stone, looking like concrete. The walls themselves are covered in crude, colorful murals, reminiscent of spraying tags. But the floor, as you try to enter, it's covered in refuse, debris, and bloody glass shards.
Ugh.
You see sconces made of frosted glass set into the walls, each containing a continual flame in a different color. And there's a strong stink of rot and urine permeating the air, with loud music pounds and drums from empty lift shafts. I'll repeat the narration. The floor is covered in refuse, glass shards, and worse. Only a few narrow corridors are clear and offer access to the rooms. Several unmoving figures lie among the rubble and filth. Some snore, others show no signs of life.
And Celeste is holding her nose as she's trying to as she's raising the detector to follow where the beeping is taking him. By them, of course, I mean her and the rest of the party.
Yeah, the beep, the noises didn't wake them up.
Well, yeah, some of them are dead and some of them are sleeping like they're dead. And we are making no efforts to try to wake them up.
We're not?
Really?
Because I got a 10-foot pole at the ready.
I
No.
got a copy of myself at the ready.
No. Celeste rolls her eyes, and she's suddenly quoting Wonder Woman from Justice League. Children, I work with children.
But they'd have some answers. And I could feed them biscuits and gravy.
Just letting you know, Ravers are basically the equivalent of the Raiders from Fallout. They're not they wouldn't listen to reason.
Yeah, they
listen to biscuits and gravy?
They'll eat. You're pretty sure that they'll eat the biscuits and gravy, and they'll try to eat you.
I mean,
How
maybe
are they
they'll
gonna eat me when
listen
I'm
to the
gonna sit
reason
on
of the
them?
blade. Let them listen to the reason of the blade.
Yeah, don't wake the Reavers because we don't need any unnecessary conflicts.
Alright, fine.
Killjoy.
Hey, hard to tippy toe.
You take a look around, and you see 2 empty shafts that connect the foyer to the ruined upper floors and the roof below. You look
So
around.
which one? Which one is the detector telling me to go toward?
Your detector goes wild and points to the room below. The shaft is 100 feet deep and appears to lead directly into the sewers.
I mean, I'll let some dancing lights go down in it so we can see what's on the walls.
Yeah.
120 feet range.
In the deep, you see you look down below, and in the deep, you see shimmering lights reflected in a pool of water. The noises that well up from the shaft distantly resembles music. Shadows whiz across the floor, hitting at the presence of several people below.
Oh, Cole, you got a rope?
I got lots.
Of course.
How much?
Enough so we can climb down and get what we came for.
I mean, I can jump down and summon my my echo and just teleport to my echo's position so I don't fall to dead.
Or, we can make it so we just float down. Or, watch this. And Cole just kind of points at the floor, and then just rope starts shooting out of his gauntlet. And
That works.
doesn't stop.
Yoink!
See? Cole always has rope.
Oh, and watch this. And then it shoots out another thing of rope that then kind of stands up on its own like a snake. That's coiled.
Ooh. Kinky.
And Felix like, wow.
As Cole just suddenly drops his arms and looks at him. And like,
Hold up.
but why? Why did you have to say that?
That is fascinating.
Okay. Bondage rope is just a friendship bracelet for the whole body.
Woof! It's like, oh, no dear. And would you stop? And she asks you to stop with the evil laughter because that is creepy. Will you please stop that?
That wasn't evil laughter. That was regular laughter.
Oh, I hate to see.
That sounded like a cruel and maniacal chuckle, Cole.
Just the concept of the full body bondage rope just being the same thing as a full body friendship bracelet is amusing. That's all.
Pate is very interested in this.
And Celeste can't help but giggle at that notion.
Though there are also rooms to explore on this floor. Would you like to go directly below, or take your time and explore the place?
Yes.
I mean,
probably a good idea to explore. Who knows? We might stumble across some additional treasure or magic items.
Alrighty.
that'd be cool.
Oh my. Now,
Maybe
question.
Find some more bondage rope.
When do we go from grave robber to archaeologist? How long do we have to wait?
All right, you are in. So you stand in the middle amidst the
about
corpses
20
and the
years.
sleeping people, as you as you like step over the bodies. You're in the middle. You can either take the upper left room, upper right, lower left, or the lower right.
We're going where the Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, the
We're
detective
exploring.
points to the floor below.
Not only that, but I'm pretty sure in order to not wake these people up, you've turned off the beeping.
The beeping
That's
doesn't
right.
stop, but the beeping doesn't stop. But once again, it doesn't seem to wake them up.
Yet.
Yeah, most of these guys are either dead or they're sleeping like they're dead.
Oh, we can check to
remember,
see
it's
which one they are. Just stab them in the throat.
No!
What?
I mean, I could from a distance. Well,
I
y'all
got
stay
duct tape
hidden.
and a 10-foot pole.
While y'all stay hidden, I could stab him in the face.
Children. I work with children.
Children normally don't suggest murder as the best solution. And
I mean,
first
I was left behind as a child. I never really grew up.
Already, You can go ahead and roll a medicine check to see whether or not they're asleep or dead. And a sleight of hand, and a sleight of hand, and a sleight of hand.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I'ma just aid you in the sleight of hand.
Oh, hey there, Freya.
Sweet!
Okay, so a bit
Thank
of a
you.
recap for
Okay,
Freya. For Freya.
Yeah.
So Freya, you've been okay. So, can someone help explain to Freya?
Freya we find Freya sleeping between the bodies.
Sure.
Yes!
Because she killed some of these raiders. She shifts at some of the bodies, stands up, and looks to you, and like a moment of confusion. And she has to wonder.
Hi Freya, good morning.
And it's like
Freya,
"Thank you."
what are you?
As I'm just poking Freya in the head with the 10-foot pole. Hey,
Knock it off!
I'm like, what?
wake up.
What the hell? What the hell you doing that for?
Shh! Wake up quiet.
Hi, Freya.
You find yourself with an almost unbearable headache. Do you have a hangover and you fought your way here?
I don't know.
Or did you join these people?
I
I
don't
mean, both
remember.
options are fair.
Oh, by the way, so sleight of hand was 22. Medicine.
Yeah, this one appears to be alive. This one appears to be alive. I can hear.
Medicine is 26.
And you can hear snoring.
Sounds like a deviated septum. Let's fix that as I get ready to swing the 10-foot. No way.
Hmm.
I mean, do we really want to do that?
Fix their deviated septum? Or smack them upside the head? For kicks and giggles.
No! We're not waking them up!
Either one will fit me just fine. Then
Oh yeah, Freya, do you have your weapons now?
do I?
Do you have your weapons?
Much to your surprise, you still have your weapons. Somehow. You're not quite sure how or why you had your weapons on you, but whatever.
But what about your wallet?
And also to your
Oh no, I
surprise,
saw that last time.
and also to your surprise, you have
let's
your wallet intact.
Hello?
So I have all my stuff.
I've got a perfect John Mulaney quote for this.
So I have all my stuff. I just woke up with like a really bad migraine and in the middle of bodies.
Yeah, and,
Yep.
and we're in what's known we're in the district of Sharn known as Fallen.
Wow.
Yeah, not sure how you ended up here, but happy here. Good morning.
You see a priest approaching you and says,
Josephine.
I said, "Oh, are you alright? My name is Vela. What's yours?"
Yeah, but
How about we talk about this in another room where we won't wake up these people so that Celeste doesn't bitch?
I mean, this is way more fun than leaving children behind, or not?
Basically, this is the conundrum that Freya has right now. She went blackout drunk, woke up somewhere else, and has more money than she started out with.
You gain about 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, from like, did you gamble and did you like fight some of these people? It all seems a little foggy to
He
you.
probably won it in a drinking contest.
yeah, it definitely wouldn't have been gambling because that 100
Yeah,
gold
would
and
have won
Fallen.
it in a
That's that.
drinking contest.
Yeah, again, this is a very poor district. So poor that the city council of Sharn didn't even want to spend money repairing this place.
I mean, understandable. It looks like shit.
So yeah, so 100 gold, and all these bums would be like, too rich for my blood.
Yeah, we'll probably send an army down
you
here
also
just to
notice,
destroy more.
and Cole, you also look at some of the bodies, and it looks like they were wounds of various weapons. You put the two together, and you look and you realize, oh, must have caused by Freya. Now that she's here.
Yeah, there were some. there's some there's some stab wounds and some blunt force trauma because caused by Freya's sword and hammer.
This one's missing their head. I think they're dead.
No. Is it more than 6 feet away from the body?
Do you
I'm
help
poking
Freya
them
up
with a
to her
10-foot
feet?
pole.
Does anyone want to help?
Is the head 6 feet or more away from the body?
Helps, Freya up to her feet.
Celeste is gonna help Freya to her feet.
So with the priest,
Because Freya really likes Celeste, and Celeste really likes Freya. I mean, and B, she's tired of dealing with these two dumbasses who are screwing around when we should be finding a symbiote.
and Phala will help.
I've got a 20 intelligence. Okay.
And
Apathy's not the same thing as stupidity.
Phala also helps Freya up to her feet.
Oh, thank you, Celeste.
And she pulls out a bit of a bottle with some sort of liquid in it. Here, this will help you with your hangover.
All right.
It's more alcohol.
Little hair of the dog that bit you.
That's
And
the Dutch way
Cole
of
goes,
fixing
ha
problems.
ha ha, you get hangovers.
That's the Dutch way to fix a hangover if we ever get one.
She has taken some strong drinks that it would even knock out Cole.
Dude, she got fucking hammered on beer. After one.
On
Remember?
an airship.
No, that made her throw up. But she got nearly blackout drunk off of a single beer. We've already established
really
that
gotta
Freya's
do some work
alcohol
on that
tolerance
drinking,
is
man.
like negative.
It's
being
not.
She gets drunk by being in a bar before drinking.
No,
hey.
that's with weed.
Oh hey, there is an entry. There is an entry here in my Sharn City of Towers on the Ravers.
Alright, so which one would you like to explore? Upper left, upper right, lower left, or lower right?
Let's go lower right.
Upper first.
Alright,
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go upper left. You said.
upper left, which leads you to some cells, 24 rusty cages, then and hanging in this room. Some contain only skeletons, others 5 people. And you see like all these people just like desperate look on their some with desperate looks on their faces, and others just feral looking.
I want to poke them up close, but I don't want to get
find
close.
a total of what appears of about 6 people in these cages.
How many of them are mad?
About
feral.
out of the 6 that you see in this room, 2 appear to be feral.
I cast Restoration twice.
Oh.
Well, I cast it on on one of them. Do they get better?
They appear. They clutch their head and they pass out.
Okay, then I cast Restoration on the other one.
Same result.
Okay.
It's like, oh, please let us out.
How about I'll let you out, but you guys need to take care of these 2. Okay.
That would not. That's.
I did not hurt them. They are sleeping. They are recovering. They need to sleep first.
That's perfectly reasonable. I'm pretty sure some of us can carry them. Is there a way you can unlock this?
Yeah.
Kate walks up and straight up knocks off the lock.
That's like we got 3 ways. We could blunt force it,
And-
we can sharp
Yes,
force it,
you can-
or I can just straight up make some.
Celeste, you
these
still have
over
your acid files, remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. Celeste. Yeah. Celeste hands Cole one of her acid vials and goes to another cage. I got an opener that'll open anything. Unarmed strike on the on the lock to the cage.
I thought you didn't want to wake people up.
I mean, Kate has knocked one of the locks off as well,
Yeah.
and that's gonna make some noise.
You managed to open each of the lockers, hopefully quiet,
As Cole's just standing there with some lockpicks, like, guys.
No, let us do this. Let us have her fun.
All right, let me at least show you how to break a lock silently.
You're kind of like a Watson trying to going to unlock. Just about ready.
Yeah, it's like,
Just about
as
ready.
Celeste just
Sherlock
kicks on the
trying
door.
to
It's like,
figure out ways to do something.
Celeste, you're like a Watson, just like walking up to the door while Sherlock Holmes is picking the door and kicks it open.
Or the classic
check.
classic Raiders of the Lost Ark gag of the crowd parts, the guy with the big guy with the short sword shows up. This is it, the set piece battle, aka the boss fight. Nope. He realizes he's carrying. Indy remembers he's carrying a pistol and he just shoots the guy.
by the way, do you know why that scene happened in the first place, where he just shoots him?
Harrison Ford had dysentery that day of shooting, and he was really sick, feeling god awful, and he's like, Steven, I'm carrying.
We've done this scene 7 times.
It was supposed to be a sword versus whip duel, but like I said, like we said, Harrison Ford wasn't feeling well that day, so he's like, Steven, can we just get this? Can I just shoot this guy? And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, I would like you to roll an athletics.
He literally just turned her out like, oh, fuck off.
I would like you to roll an athletics check with advantage now that you've melted at least at least you used acid to weaken the door. Roll an athletics check with advantage.
All right.
So what do I have to roll for just straight up knocking one of them off?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. So I rolled a 22 to hit. So
That okay. That hits, and with the swing of your sword, you'll lock some of the cages. And besides all the noises that you make, you don't hear any howling in the room you came from.
that's 12 damage, by the way.
Freya, you're kind of echoing.
Sorry, hold on.
That's okay. Just
No
want
worries.
to let you know. And people came out of the cages and
Wait. So these are like padlocks on the doors, then?
crudely made padlocks.
Oh, at that point, I wouldn't even need lockpicking tools. I would just put, something metal through the lock and twist.
Yeah, that
Just fall right apart without making big old crashing noises.
Sorry.
Like
And
smashing
people says,
As Cole does the huge tracts of land thing with his hands. Oh no, we can't wake them up. Make no loud noises.
and so we'll be careful. You said there are people outside. You said there are people
except
outside.
except an unarmed strike doesn't make the ringing of steel on steel.
The padlock would bounce off the door. That'd make a sound.
She would ram the
but
back end of the sword, not the metal side.
Yeah, you managed to free the commoners.
Like the pummel.
You managed to see you managed to free the people inside, and some of them carry the unconscious people out. So, thank you so much. Did we hear snoring outside?
They're
So be
sleeping.
very quiet.
Be very, very quiet.
And there are glass outside. We'll be careful.
I'm gonna go out with them just in case.
All right. You follow them outside. You keep an eye as the four conscious ones ran with two of them, with two of them carrying the two other. So a total of 6. Until you couldn't see them anymore. You return.
Okay, then I return back to the group.
You look around and you see that you find nothing, literally nothing in there aside from the cages. You leave the room.
All right.
You enter the room in front of you.
This would be the upper right. This would be the upper right room. So
You're-
yeah, we're
upper right. You go to the bottom right. Yeah, that's upper left. You were in the upper left. I got it mixed up. So you go to the lower left.
No, upper right.
Upper left. We're basically working clockwise here.
I thought you said upper left. I always got left and right confused.
So, left. You can make the L shape with your left hand because you're such a fucking loser that you can't remember which one's left and right.
I know.
That's left.
You are dumb, Private Pile, but you expect me to believe you don't know your right from your left?
It happens, okay? Alright, so upper left. Let's go upper left because I goofed up. And the cages and the cells are in the upper left. I really am sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You just gave me an excuse to quote Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah. So you enter the lower left room. This room contains mounds.
No. I thought. Well, we were going to the upper right room again. We're working clockwise here.
Okay, you go to the upper right room. Yeah. Alrighty. A gate secures the entrance in this room. Inside, a monster creature is chained to the floor and swings his fist around.
How is this thing not waking up the others?
They are,
They're very sound sleepers.
yes, that's
So what does this big critter? So what does this big caged critter look like? Because
it looks like an ogre.
Yeah, this is something we want. This is something we want no part of, and yeah.
Is it? Wait, so is it away from behind?
And you hear you free me? Free me! I want to smash these weavers' heads in. Crookbot smash! Crookbot smash!
How do we know if we let you out, you won't smash our heads?
Because we'll kill him first.
Maybe. Be grateful. I'll be grateful for you. You hear? You hear as he peek inside and he sees you.
Like what you.
So we've got something to do first. Would you be okay with waiting just a little bit for us to finish what we need to do here, and then I will wake you up?
And give me a second. Give me a second. And you see three Raver shifters taunting the thing. They turn around and would you like to roll a stealth check?
Oh, the Raver. Oh, there's 3 Ravers in here taunting the ogre.
Yeah, you hear them taunting, making demeaning, calling him names, mean words. You know the rest.
Sounds like a party I want to throw. Straight
Yeah,
out.
sure. I'll make a stealth check to go up and just pop a couple of them in the head.
Oh, I'll stealth with you.
Does a 22 get me up to them?
You carefully open the door.
Kate is
crouch
right
down.
behind
Oh no!
with a
I'm straight up
25.
smacking the Reavers or the Ravers.
Go ahead and they didn't see you. Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage.
Kate is right behind him, going with the same plan with a 25.
So thank you
stealth
for
roll.
saying with advantage, because the first roll was a nat 3, but the second was a nat 20.
Can I do the same thing that we look at each other and are like, okay,
with a nat 20.
now.
Sorry, what?
BAM!
All right.
Okay, so Kate is walking after Cole with a 25 stealth check. Can we attack two of them at the same time?
Go ahead and roll an attack on one of them with against one of them with a so Cole takes one and you take the other.
Natural 20. Natural 20 and an 8.
Bam! Bam!
Double crits. Wow!
Double crit.
Turn to the next guy. Turn to the next guy. We both have a bonus action left to attack. It's like, hey.
Oh no,
what
I
you
have
wanna
a
do?
second act because I'm a fighter.
Alrighty, go
So
ahead
that
and roll
is
your damage
well,
with. Go ahead and
16
roll.
plus 1d4. Hold up. Alright, so that is 19 damage.
You managed to like stab through one of these shifters with your weapon, and they slump
Wait,
over.
shifter? Oh yeah, there's shifter ravens. That's
Yes, and they fall over to the ground dead.
Before the other one can do anything, I have the second action that I can do at the same time, and I do it again.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll attack. Roll your attack since Go ahead and roll your attack with advantage this time.
16.
Cole, what'd you roll on your damage? That hits. That hits. Kate.
I did 32 points of damage.
You did the same thing to that Weaver, and he falls to the ground, dead, in his own lying in his own pool of blood.
As I just pommel struck him in the back of the head, and like, oops.
You crack his head.
Alright,
You crack his head.
I
And
pommel struck him, and it goes through his skull. Oops.
16.
That's
Damage.
16. What are you attacking with?
16 to hit, 16 damage.
She feels the impact of your strikes. She turns around and growls at you. I will.
And
let
then I shoot her in the face.
Bonus action, I stab them again.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Again with advantage, or this one without?
Just one without, because she's aware of you now.
Oh, that's 26.
That hits.
I rolled a 19. Alright, again, two-handed, and that would be 11.
You quickly decapitate her, and the ogre cheers like, yeah! Teach them a lesson!
That's 3 people died in like 6 seconds.
There's 3 people dead in less than 3. That's basically
Okay,
just like,
we're a good
goosh,
team, Cole.
blam.
We're a good team, Cole. I didn't even use my fucking duplicate.
Also, how the fuck do we teach them a lesson? You can't learn shit if you're dead. Because like,
I mean,
There are more.
Don't
out
worry.
there.
when they're dead.
As Cole goes and he wipes brain matter off his pommel.
More out there.
Okay, just
More to learn
smears
lessons.
it on their body. Like, smears it on the body of the dead people, like, ugh.
Ew.
Celeste has been watching this scene play out the whole time, and she giggles and says, "You know, I have no problem with letting this ogre out right now and letting him deal with our sleeping raver problem."
I mean, that sounds like a good idea, and if they survive, they can help with the symbiote.
Then,
Can we,
They also
can we count on your can we count on your help if we need it, big guy?
he nods.
Insight check.
I'll give
15.
I'll put that.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Celeste is gonna roll insight on that too,
Oh.
and
That's 16 instead of 15. I rolled one higher.
15.
As far
I
as
got a 23 on that insight check.
he is, you can clearly tell that he is honest. He didn't stutter. He didn't hesitate. There's like a bloodlust in his eyes, rage, anger in his eyes. Like he just wants them dead. He said, I will kill them to death.
Kill them till they die to
Norik,
death.
Norik,
I'll
just
kill
a quick
them
heads
till
up.
they die from it.
Norik,
Yes.
quick heads up. I only have 1 hour left to play.
Alrighty. I'll think of something. Okay, so 59.
My character can still play, just I can't.
Alright, I'll take over for you. That's okay.
Yeah, till I have to go, I'll play myself. It's just that it's gonna be my birthday tomorrow, and my girlfriend wants to
Yeah, happy
celebrate
birthday,
it
by
with
the
me
way.
before
Happy
it starts.
birthday.
Yeah, happy
thank you.
birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
You better have a happy birthday
Thank
or
you.
else.
Do you have your character sheet?
I have had chocolate and cake and presents and money.
Nice.
Nice. That's actually really good.
Pretty good for a family that has
And how do
no
you
money.
feed him? How would you? So you decide to feed him? Well, free him, I mean.
Yeah.
This is how you break a lock quietly. As I
All
basically
right.
looking-
Celeste is stands aside and lets Cole work with his lockpicks.
Oh, not even lockpicks. I'm just
You
forcing
remove
the locks
the
open.
restraints, and
They're
he rubs his.
those are part of the thieves' tools, kid.
He rubs his he bellows up a cheer, and tries to hug you, but sobs and realizes that you're smaller than him, and just like steps back and says, "Me, not hug you. Don't want to hurt you. Don't want to break your back."
I'm a big
Ethan-
girl, honey.
Kate makes herself just as big as the ogre
What are you?
or the orc.
Changeling. This is surprising. This is surprising.
You give me a hug.
Hug, and you hug each other.
That's adorable.
And as he changes back into the tiefling.
Yeah. And
That was a good hug.
and it's like and he grabs like a club and swings around over his head, exits the room, and starts making noises as he hear combat. As it's like just like smashing with the rest of the ravers as he hear cries of pain and death.
I think
By the way,
I think
your
the
head
ravers
up,
aren't
Jim.
going to be much of a problem on our way out.
Oh no! Don't wake them up. Nah, nah, nah.
Oh, shut up.
And by the time you came out, it was quite a scene. Smashed bodies all over, blunt trauma, like blood splatter all over. It was even a worse mess.
That ogre painted the walls with their ignorance.
Oh my god, look! They're finally painting the city!
Who wants to clean? Not it.
Not it.
It's fallen, boys. Nobody's gonna clean anything.
And you see the ogre just like cheering as he leaves the tower. Yeah! He bellows out. Oh! If you see each other again, be in Kyber's Gate.
Celeste waves off her new ogre friend.
We don't know their name.
He tells us that his name is Crockbomb. The main name is Crockbomb. And before he says
DM Crockbomb.
Indeed. Alrighty, so you have 2 more rooms to explore before you descend. Do you explore the room in front of you now?
Yeah, we went. Yeah, upper left, upper right, and that would mean bottom right. That would mean bottom right now, since, like I said, we're working clockwise.
Yep.
Alrighty, you enter the room in front of you. Several rusted iron stretchers are strewn about the room. Makeshift chairs and small tables with crude machines stand next to the beds. A small cloaked figure is in the midst of scribbling on somebody lying flat on their stomach.
What the hell is going on here? What the dollar is going on here?
The cloaked figure, which turns out to be a female goblin, looks at you, really confused, and looks around, and skirts about and hides amongst the rubble nearby. You see a raver looking at you, roars, and approach and charges at you.
Alright, I'll stab it twice with my sword.
Yeah.
And everybody roll initiative.
All right, 16 plus.
15.
It's just one.
Yeah, I got a
bandit. This is going to be.
I got a 19. I got a 19 on that initiative.
I got a 17.
Okay, 17. And Fayla's like, oh my. When she sees everything that has transpired.
What did Cole roll?
I got 15.
Alright.
Alrighty. Finally, we get
There
into
you
some
go.
combat. About time, no?
Well, I mean, we had the previous combat that lasted like 3 seconds.
That's not combat. That's hello,
a
officer.
combat.
I'd like to report a murder.
Yeah, that's some good old-fashioned stabbity death.
And
I'm just gonna knock this one out. Oops.
overkill. Okay.
So I put up the initiative order. Kate,
Okay,
Fletch,
so-
Rhea, Cole.
And the priest rolls a okay, so and the priest rolls. Sorry, just give me a second while I find the damn dice.
Doors.
Roll a 14 on initiative. As for the Raver, she rolls a dirty 20. Despite
Yay, I go first. Big step.
despite being half naked with an incomplete tattoo on her person.
There you go. Kate goes first, then the Reaver, then Celeste, Rhea, Cole, Reese.
Alrighty, so you're in the room. You see her about walking distance in a span of 6 seconds. You have to walk around the tables and everything.
Oh no, I don't have to.
We don't have to fucking walk for shit. We all have ranged attacks. Everyone open fire.
I bonus action summon my Echo behind them. And as an action, I will switch places with my Echo and make one attack.
Alrighty, roll your attack.
Right. Are they surprised that I'm suddenly behind them?
They're not. She's not surprised.
Alright, then it's a regular roll. Natural 20.
Yeah, you're gonna kill them dead at this point. Roll your damage.
Alright, so I make a two-handed swipe at them.
Okay.
That.
This,
Wait, 8
this
plus 8.
Raver's probably
16,
feeling a lot like
20?
Vaughn when
20
he opened
plus
up the
2d4
Helsing
damage.
recording.
Okay. How much damage?
Okay, so
Roll the damage die, double it, and then add your ability modifier to it.
yeah, but I have an extra ability with the sword that I have that I can do once per turn. That doesn't cost a bonus action or an action. It's just part of the action because of
Alrighty.
it's a
Roll
one
me
sort
a
of
Constitution
wounding.
saving throw-
So that 26 damage.
You pretty much
And they
killed
have
her
to make a
you pretty much killed her
Constitution
in
save
one
of
go.
15.
You pretty much killed her
Yes.
you pretty much killed her one strike. She goes down easily.
Aw, damn it! That was 1 second. Sir, I'd like to report a murder of everything.
Sir, Officer, I'd like to report a murder. Who was killed? Everyone. Who did it? Me.
Me.
What? Yeah, you still want to arrest me, bitch?
Alrighty. You see the thing goblin popping out of the rubble, and you see more in full view. She is covered in tattoos, still wearing her hood. Is it over yet? She looks around, a little scared, a
It's
little nervous.
dead.
Oh, okay. Who are you?
I'm Kate. Nice to meet you.
Ugly. I'm ugly.
No, you're not ugly. You're
No,
gorgeous
my
little
name
girl.
is ugly. My name is ugly.
I think your name should be Coin.
That's my name is ugly. I'm sticking by it. Thank you very much.
Well, ugly, it's nice to meet you. I'm your mirror image.
Okay, Celeste, what are you saying?
Celeste looks at the goblin and says, "Ugly is a bit of a misnomer for a. You're actually really cute."
Okay.
Stop trying to fuck the victims.
Oh my god.
Celeste casts Mage Hand and smacks Cole upside the head.
The echo of Kate smacks him as well.
You guys realize that you're just smacking a. It looks like it's just a hat, but it's a full-on helmet too.
Oh no, Kate's echo does not just pet your head. No, it
I would like
pinches
both of
your
you to
nose.
roll attack. Make your attack, because you're gonna slap him upside the head.
Alright, unarmed strike, let's go. 25.
That hits! He doesn't take
I'm
any
not gonna
damage,
do any damage, but I'm hitting him against the nose.
But he felt it. He felt it.
Well, then you just hit the gorget. So I've got what looks like, again. It looks like just a collar, but it's actually a full gorget that basically goes up to just below my eyes. Because I learned my lesson when I stabbed that ogre in the heart. I don't want anything else in my mouth.
Oh no, the echo just punched you on your nose.
Punched you
You
in the
literally would just punch a. Punch a gorget.
I'm gonna go with the spell attack bonus.
Eight
I'm using
punches hard.
Mage hand.
You'd still
I
would
rolled
just punch a gorget.
Yeah, but you still feel it.
Yeah, neither of us are trying to do. Neither of us are
We're
trying
not
to
doing
do
damage. We're just trying to let you know.
Oh no!
No.
Like, the only thing you could see, like, there's the hat that goes down to just above the eyes to the
It's just,
goggles.
while this is still happening,
gorget.
Ugly looks around for a snack, grabs it, and eats.
So we know for sure that this is not a lizard folk that's been transformed into a goblin, because if this was the case, they'd just straight up eat the person that just got murked.
Yeah, it's definitely not a lizard folk, that's for sure.
Go on ahead. This is fun to watch. This is I do tattoo these ravers for fun, but this is just as entertaining.
I mean,
Celeste giggles and pats Ugly on the head. Oh, aren't you just adorable?
No, you're not allowed to take them home either. They're not pets.
Celeste throws Cole a death glare and simply shakes her head.
just look at what I put in.
That's Celeste's their new sex pet is named Ugly.
What?
Yeah, no, not quite. Just
I mean,
Celeste doesn't
just
bring
rope 'em,
home.
buddy.
Celeste doesn't
Just
bring
rope
home
'em, buddy.
everyone. Celeste doesn't bring home everyone she flirts with.
No,
most
but it's
of
a nice
Have
sex
you ever
pet.
looked down below?
It can get you the woman that you want to
You
fuck
should,
with.
you should get out of this place, by the way. You should especially stay clear of the sewers below, if you value your sanity. I took a glimpse
You're assuming that any of us are sane in the first place.
I mean, we're insane enough to walk here.
I almost lost my mind, but I can't remember anything
Celeste.
else.
I
Just so you
mean,
know, the Ravers
Celeste,
are dead.
hey, ugly.
Yes.
We're insane enough that we walk in here, so we're insane enough to go there. Don't worry about it. We'll kill it.
Okay. I'll just be headed out.
Just
You got-
as quick as we killed this guy.
We-
Also,
creature-
just eat it.
the
You can have
creature-
the whole buddy.
The creatures in the lower levels aren't anything we haven't dealt with before, Ugly. Don't worry about us.
I mean, they
Okay.
fought a mecha robot that turned into a dragon, apparently.
Oh,
We did,
and
I killed.
you know,
And I dealt the
That's sealed.
death blow to a nightmare.
What nightmare?
Yeah, but the nightmare, you
The
didn't
one with
really
the,
have to kill
are you
it.
talking about this weird-looking guy with a sword?
Wait, who?
Weird
What
looking-
weird-looking guy with the sword?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
What? I can hear you in the other room, but only like every other word's coming through, dude.
Okay, I should. Okay, I just had this really weird dream of some guy in blue armor with a sword with an eye on it. I don't know. I had weird dreams.
You should probably
Oh,
look
the
for a
nightmare
doctor in the upper levels of Sharn. You might want to go there.
Maybe.
Just say that you're friends of Kate and Celeste.
I have plenty of code, so wish me luck.
There's better food there.
This might be my. If this is my home, but. Oh, see you later. And she walks away.
Bye bye, ugly. Oh yes, Celeste wants to fuck you.
Celeste just gives Kate a look.
Celeste gives Kate gives the exact same look back with Celeste face.
And Freya. Oh, Freya. What do you think of all of this?
Oh yeah, we forgot about our midget tiefling.
Freya, you're unmuted.
Okay, is it confirmed that Freya's basically just Krillin and her height is just whatever's funny at the time?
Yeah.
Well, considering Celeste is 6 feet tall.
Who are you referring to?
Considering
Sylvan?
that.
Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry. In the original manga, his height was basically whatever the fuck was funny at the time. So sometimes it looked like he was only a foot tall, sometimes it looked like he was giant.
I mean, that's basically Kate. They just adjust her length. Like, oh, I want to be this tall.
Alright, Freya, what do you think of all of this?
Oh. She's very just shocked right now and just wants to be done with it.
There's one more room to explore before you descend.
And we're exploring that final room before we descend.
This room contains mounds of broken crates, rotting furniture, indiscernible lumps of mold, and torn clothing.
Oh.
Cade's at the entrance to this one going, anyone got some extra 10-foot poles I can duct tape to mine?
No, I don't really have any 10-foot poles I can just teleport down.
Oh, quit being babies and let's just get our hands dirty.
Roll a perception check, everyone. And,
Alright.
And the priest is like,
23.
Dirty 20.
22.
You find
Dirty 20.
You find tracks. You manage to find some tracks of a creature among the mold, along with drag marks. Whoever is trained in nature to roll a nature check.
Okay.
Nature? No.
14.
23.
14.
Mm-hmm.
I got 23.
Freya, you have no idea what you've seen, but Cole, going by the shape of these tracks, you recognize them to be carrion crawlers.
Who wants to unleash them into the front room so they can clean up?
Anyone?
Kate, her Echo will go first.
Unfortunately for so you look for the rubble and you see these what do they look like? I need to look them up. What they look like?
Like a worm, the worm the size of a small dog.
Yeah, pale-looking worms pop out of the rubble, and I would like you to roll initiative.
Oh baby, I nat 20 that roll.
Damn!
No, only a 15.
That'll be a 23 all day.
19.
Okay, 19 for Freya. What was your initiative, Celeste?
23 all told.
Cole?
22.
Damn.
Alright.
And
15 for Kate.
and the priest rolled a 7. Freya rolled a 7.
Oh yeah, the priest is with us. I totally forgot.
I forgot too, so she said nothing. Yeah, she's just like trying to all these bizarre events. Just like, I have nothing to say except what?
Everyone here is Jonathan Joestar, and this poor priest is Robert E.O. Speedwagon.
That fucking sucks.
One of the rolls rolled an 18, and the other rolled a 17. So, Celeste, you go first.
All right. Did these carrion crawlers pop up within 10 feet of me?
They popped up within 10 feet of Kate and her duplicate.
And so where does that put me?
Near the entrance. Somewhat close to the entrance, about 5 to 10 feet away.
Okay. So it doesn't look like. Well, okay. So it doesn't look like I'll be burning a key point. Doesn't look like I'll be burning a key point then. I can, however, zap them with the ice beams from my eyes. So I'm gonna zap one with a ray of frost.
Go ahead.
17. So does 25 hit?
It definitely hits.
All right, and that's gonna be 2d8 cold. Ooh, baby, that's 12 points of cold damage.
Alrighty.
And their movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Yeah, with the beams from your eyes, you managed to slow down the carrier by freezing their little legs.
The little worm stubs.
As they struggle to move. Would that be your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Cole, you're up.
I'm gonna...
Oh, Kate, what's your initiative again?
15.
15. Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna shoot them both. I think if I want to do a blood bullet or not. Because there's just 2 worms, right?
Just 2, yes.
Alright. Nat 20 on the first roll.
Damn! Bam!
For... As I'm just kind of like... Not even gonna really go in the room. Just like, I don't want to deal with this. Boom!
You're just like, you're like Bugs Bunny, just like leaning, it's just like lazily leaning against the, up against the bar stool. Look at the poor fella that just walked in and shoots the fellow.
Where is my D8? Look, I'll just roll D10, reroll 9s and 10s. Okay. 8. That's 28 points of damage for the first shot.
Okay. It shrieks as what kind of bullet are we talking about?
Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna do damage myself, so it's a blood bullet. So I take 1 point of damage. And it takes another 12 for a total of 40 points of damage from the first shot.
Yeah, it goes down and shoot it right between the eyes.
So instead of just a force bolt, there's a bit of blood that went out with it.
As a bloody force bolt like goes right through its head and explodes.
Second roll. Second roll is not a crit. There's a spell attack. Da-da-da-da, shoot. It's so it'd be my intelligence plus the modifier plus the proficiency bonus,
So
right?
5 plus 3, that'll be plus 8.
Alright, this is a 24 hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. So I take another 1 point of damage. for 19 points of damage.
With what are you attacking with?
Another force bolt.
Another,
Can't
and you feel your blood boil as you send another force bolt, and it like travels through the carrying.
Oh, it doesn't boil. Basically, I'm squirting some blood through the pistol.
You swear the blood and hardens and hits the crawler, piercing through the body. It screeches. And would that be your turn?
Yeah.
Freya, you're up. Freya?
Yep, I'm still here.
There we go. So, your turn.
Okay.
There's one crawler left. It looks hurt.
Am I within range to use my my longsword?
If you can run up to it, yes.
Okay, I'm going to rage with this one too.
On a single crawler. Okay.
Should I just use regular attack? I'm gonna just use regular raging.
What does the rest of you think?
I think you shouldn't burn. Yeah, I think you shouldn't waste the rage on basically an overgrown caterpillar.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
You can smack it twice.
I'm not gonna.
Just whack it twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That's why Celeste didn't even waste a spell slot. She just zapped with a ray of frost.
16.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Okay. Damage is 10.
The damage is 10. You slice at it, and the benefit like you lop a piece of it, and it shrieks in pain. You can go ahead and make another attack.
Okay. I'm gonna whack at it again.
Please let it be critical hit.
10.
10 total. That's the attack.
10. No. 10 plus my strength.
Oh, that hits. Plus your proficiency bonus, that's an 18, so that hits.
Okay. And
you're pretty much proficient in all weapons, so you're good.
Okay. And damage 7.
You slice it, and it shrieks in pain. And would that be your turn?
Yes.
It retaliates and will try to attack you with its tentacles. Attack you with its tentacles, Freya.
I need to go use
Okay.
it. Right back.
27. Does a 27 hit?
Does it? What's my AC?
Your armor class,
I believe 27 hits.
Yeah, 27 hits. Your armor class,
Yeah.
I believe, is a 17.
Oh gosh, shit.
And 6 points of poison damage as it wraps around your leg, and you feel yourself a little stiff. It's starting to feel a little stiff. I would like
Son of a bitch!
you are now. I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Come on, don't fail me. Don't fail me. Whammies. Shit! 7.
Oh no, you are considered poison, and you feel yourself stiffen. You are now paralyzed and poisoned. Poisoned and paralyzed. This has not been your lucky day. And seeing that you're now you're paralyzed, okay, paralyzed. We gotta check on the paralyzed. You're oh, and it's going to take advantage. It's going to take a bite. Going to try to bite you, and rolls with advantage. So.
Someone help, please.
Okay, does a 13 doesn't hit.
Oh, thank God. No.
It leaps at you, and somehow you twitch and it hits the ground instead.
Or it bites, but it bites into armor and doesn't pierce their skin.
Yeah, it bites into the armor somehow. Bites into the armor and it just can't seem to get in.
I look at Celeste and I'm like saying, "Help me," without actually saying it.
You try to move, but you can't speak. You cannot scream.
I know. I'm saying
She's mouthing, "Help me."
And that ends his turn. Kate, you're up.
I see the one attacking Freya right next to me, so I'm like, "Hey, Echo, come here! Woof woof!" And we both take a slash at it.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Mark of one of my unleashed incarnations. Since it's engaged with Freya, do I get advantage?
I'm gonna say you're flanking it, so yeah, you get advantage on attack.
Nice. That is 17.
That hits.
And for my Echo, it's 26.
That also hits.
Right. So, for both are rolled an 8, so that's 22 plus 1d4.
Both you and your Echo slicing into pieces. Slice into what piece? Like 3 pieces total. Blood flowing everywhere, and bits of the blood and bits of the spider lands on the paralyzed Freya.
I got AFK for a bit. Yeah.
Alright, would you bring Freya to me? Well, so I can do a medicine check. How long? So I can see how long the paralyzation is going to be.
Go ahead and roll a paralyzation. Go ahead and roll medicine.
27.
By itself, the poison would last for about a minute or so. But if she managed to fight it off, it would be much shorter. And Freya, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw again.
Okay.
And as cold starts slamming, so go ahead and roll. And tries to treat you. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay. Wait, what's my Constitution?
Your Constitution is 18, and you have. Are you proficient in as a barbarian? Are you proficient in Constitution saving throws? I'm gonna check. Yes, you are. So 8 plus 3 is plus 7. So go ahead and roll d20 plus 7.
Okay. Come on.
I'll be right back.
Sorry about that. Had to answer the phone, and it's my folks are going to be back here in like 5 minutes.
We'll try to wrap this up.
That was a 16 plus my Constitution. That's a 20. That's a dirty 20.
You auto-cast and you like sit up, and your body manages to fight out the poison rather quickly. And you were like, yeah, I'm healed!
That was the most unpleasant feeling I ever felt in my life, and I've been stabbed more than once.
Cole, what do you
Being
say?
stabbed more than once is just Tuesday for the rest of us.
I know. This is what I meant to do.
If you want to look around the room, you can go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh.
I can roll a perception check?
A perception check, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Uh,
I got a 19 on that.
I
I
need investigation to actually search the place.
16.
You find a bag, a
29.
potion bag. Inside, you find 2 potions of heal giant strength and 2 potions of heroism. I will put them in the chat.
Ooh, potions of heroin?
Heroism.
Two
Oh,
potions of heroism and 2 potions of hill giant strength.
Oh! Where's the hill giant strength?
That's not going to do anything for you.
Alright, remember that.
Would you also like to, and Cole, you always notice that there's something in, like, some sort of, like, dark spots inside these potions.
Dark spots?
I'll use my alchemy kit.
Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna take a pic. Am I adding any ability modifier?
Your intelligence modifier.
Okay. 25.
You recognize that these potions are impure, but with a little thing from your alchemist supplies, you can purify them. And
Okay.
if you have them, you basically manage to purify them, making sure that if anyone drinks them, they won't be harmed.
Alright, so we got some choices. We can either wait here for a while while I fix these, or we can keep these as is for now. What do you guys want to do? Would you guys prefer that basically we take a short rest here while I fix these, or...
I think a short rest would be smart, and that we end the session there as a cliffhanger.
Yes. A short rest would be best.
You said Hill Giant, right?
Yeah, potion of heal giant strength and 2 potions of heroism.
So, Potion of Hill Giant Strength puts your strength score to 21 for 1 hour. This potion's transparent liquid has floating in it a sliver of fingernail from a Hill Giant. That. As Cole basically grinds that to a powder, it's like it's the same fucking ingredient, but less horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not gonna lift this one down with me mixing it up left and right. So as Cole works on the potions, you decide to take a bit of a short rest, and I'm pretty sure the only one who got hurt is Freya.
I took 2 points of damage for
And
myself.
Cole,
Yeah.
So for Cole and Freya, you're welcome to use a hit dice as Freya tends to your wounds.
Okay, so what do I roll? Nature? Do I roll?
D12 plus your Constitution. Spend a
Okay.
hit dice.
Okay, so nature and con?
So so D12 plus Constitution, I believe.
Okay. D12 plus my constitution. $10.
That brings you up to full hit points. Cole?
Cool.
Let's see, 7 total hit dice. Yeah, I'll use a hit die
So,
just in case,
Celeste doesn't even
but I
have
don't
to
need
use
it
her
back.
healing hands.
I'll save you some that. So I'll use a hit. I don't need to bother rolling because my minimum is 4, and I only lost 2 hit points.
Yeah, you're back to
No.
full health.
Right.
As Fela helps you like bandage up, rest a little. Would you like to continue with the session, or
I think it's a good cliffhanger.
Yeah, let's.
I have
yeah.
to go.
And after
Celeste
that,
has
as
to
you
go
look down in the
soon.
as you look down to the rave,
Yeah, my
and you hear
folks
like
are going to be back
booming
any
sound,
minute now.
and you hear like booming sound below. You climb yourself down to the sewers below.
Okay, Boomer.
Wah.
Yeah.
And Auric, otherwise you explain that next time for the next session that you open with that.
Yep. That's actually a pretty
That
good
will
cliffhanger.
be a smart idea.
That's pretty good cliffhanger. You climb down. And that's where we end our session. So, how was it?
Fun.
It was
That
good.
was fun.
My connection wasn't bad, and I would have been here sooner, but because of my connection, I couldn't get to.
But so, and I had to improv your character's introduction to the session by finding yourself waking up. It's like, how did I get here?
Okay.
Yeah, despite your constitution being high. Oh, what you roll for your first constitution saving throw?
My
What?
first one?
Yeah, your first constitution saving throw for this session. Did you add your constitution modifier?
No, I did not. I forgot to do that. That's why it was 7.
Right. And since you add the +7, that will be a 14. So, Recon, you managed to fight out off the poison. So, Cole, you don't need to do anything. But you notice that the poison that if what happened to her, she had to fight over less for a minute if she didn't manage to fight it off. Is that good?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Basically, so I've got like 4 charges left in dock, and I think let me double.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the music. That was a good one. How was it, Silicon?
I
Pretty
liked
good.
it.
Step.
Yeah, it was pretty comedic at times.
Oh, never mind. Let's see. Yeah, lesser restoration is only 2 charges.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, you didn't add in your Constitution saving throw modifier. Ah, well, I'll just retcon that and figure things out. Okay.
Yeah.
So not too much of a big deal. So be sure to add your whatever modifiers you have, Freya. Just a tip.
That's why I love D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to do it. I just get to roll.
Just roll with it, right? So I couldn't find anyone to give a host to, so we'll just add things right in. No,
Oh, Freya, Echo.
Yep. Okay, so
Yo, Mike.
but we got someone to raid. So Black Girls, Girl Gamers. So yeah, we're gonna be raiding them.
Right.
Here comes the cavalry, right?
Nice.
That's my little.
All right,
That is my little.
Lesbian cavalry, let's go!
all right, I got some groceries to bring in, so I'm gonna bid you guys adieu.
Okay, we'll see you later.
All right, see ya.